another episode of SCI-CONNECT. I am Teacher Leia, your science teacher for today. Are you now ready to learn? Let's start! Try to compare your personal characteristics with that of your parents or siblings. Can you identify characteristics that make you similar or different from your parents and your siblings? Why do some children closely resemble their parents while others do not? To know more about this lesson, let us explore the world of heredity, inheritance, and variation. The most essential learning competency of this lesson is to identify observable characteristics that are passed on from parents to offspring. For example, humans, animals, and plants. The learning targets of this lesson are the following. First, name animals that produce animals of the same kind. Second, infer that some physical traits are common or shared within the same group of animals. Third, infer that plants produce plants of the same kind. Fourth, infer that some physical traits are common or shared within the same group of plants. And last, infer that some physical traits are common or shared among a certain group of people. To measure your prior knowledge, try to answer the next 5 questions that will be flashed on screen. Directions. Identify what is being described or asked in each item. Write the letter of the correct answer in your activity notebook and submit to your respective science teacher. Are you ready? Let's start! Number 1. Which of the following is not an inherited trait? A. Dimples. B. Hair color. C. Favorite color. D. Straight thumb. Number 2. Henry is a white cat and Nellie is a black cat. Henry and Nellie have 4 kittens. 1 black, 1 white, and 2 gray. Information for color is inherited. Which of the following statements are true? A. The gray kittens inherited their color from both parents. B. The black kitten inherited its color only from the mom. C. The white kitten inherited its color only from the dad. D. All 4 kittens inherited the color from both parents. Number 3. It is the passing on of some characteristics of parents to their children. A. Development. B. Growth. C. Health. D. Heredity. Number 4. Rocky is left-handed like his father. Why? A. Children grow to what they like. B. Children grow to be like their parents. C. Children grow to be like their godfather. D. children grow to be like their classmates. Number 5. Based on the illustration below, how does a puppy develop into a dog? A. It is born alive by its mother. B. It is hatched from its mother's egg. C. It comes out of the body of its mother. D. It comes out from a young water animal. How did you find the test? If you find it difficult, don't worry, because you will discover more about heredity in our succeeding activities. We are going to unlock difficult words in this lesson through a word bank. Traits are visible characteristics or features. Inherited traits are physical characteristics that are passed from parents to their babies or offspring. Let's start the lesson by doing the first activity. Are you ready, kids? This activity is entitled Family Traits. Materials: activity notebook, ball pen, and family picture. Procedures: first, observe the picture found in the next slide. Second, answer the questions that follow. Third, write your answer in your activity notebook. Kids, please observe carefully the difference and similarities of the physical appearance of the family members in the picture. Guide questions. Number 1. Describe the physical appearance of the children in the family picture. What do they have in common? Number 2. Compare the differences and similarities of the children to their parents. Number 3. Why do they look that way? Very good for accomplishing the activity. This time, let us explore another activity. This activity is entitled Mother, Father, and Babies. Materials: activity notebook, ball pen, pictures of plants and animals with their babies or offspring. Procedures. Number 1. Observe the pictures found in the next slides. Number 2. Match the animals and plants on the left with its young. And number 3. Write the letter of your answer in the activity notebook. Match the animals on the left with its young. Try to pause the video for a while to give you time to answer. Next, match the plants on the left with its young. Try to pause the video for a while to give you time to answer. Answer the guide questions. Number 1. By identifying the characteristics of the young animals, would you able to name their parents? Number 2. Compare the young animals to their parents. What characteristics of young animals are similar to their parents? Number 3. Why do plants look like their parent? Kids, don't forget to submit your answers to your science teacher. Great job, kids! You are in a right track in exploring our lesson. Keep this in mind, that an animal can only produce an animal of its own kind. Like for example, cow produces calf, which they are both the same kind, as what you can see in the first picture. The same with pig produces piglets, which they are both the same kind, as what you can see in the second picture. Animal offsprings possess similar observable physical characteristics or traits with their parents. Example: the color of the goat, eye shape, nose, and size of ears of a cat. Inherited traits are the causes of similarities. These traits are passed from parents to babies or offspring. Let's look at the other examples of inherited traits in animals. Beak of the bird. Tiger has stripes. Giraffe has a long neck. And elephant has a trunk. However, despite the similarities, each individual possesses unique characteristics that make him or her different from others. There are similar and different physical traits in animals belonging to the same kind. Example: the whole family of chameleons. The dad, the mom, and the baby. Let's look at the difference between the two parents. The dad is more colorful and has stripes, while the mom has darker circles on her scales and spots are more red. Let's see what all these baby chameleons have in common or their similarities. They all have tails so they don't fall. They all have claws to make sure they can grab on trees. They all have 2 eyes that can see behind them. They all have 4 legs that can help them climb. And they all have scaly skin. They share many traits because they are all chameleons. But now, let's look at their differences. One has longer tail, while the other has shorter tail. One has spots, the one has stripes, and one is bigger than the other. The reason why they look so different is because some of these traits came from their dad and other ones came from their mom. Animals of the same type are not exactly the same. Now, let's move on to plants. In plants, most young plants grow from seeds, but they can also grow from other parts like stem cutting of gumamela can grow into a new plant. Leaves of katakataka plant and carrot grow with the help of the root. Plants can only reproduce plants of their own kind. Do plants have traits too? Absolutely. Plants also pass on traits to their offspring, just like animals. These include flower color and shape, flower odor, leaf size or shape, and stem length that vary from plants to plants. This time, to understand more, let us proceed to activity number 2. Kids, are you ready? Let's start. Activity number 2, entitled Who Are You? Materials: activity notebook, ballpen, pictures. Procedures: Number 1. Study the pictures found in the next slide. Number 2. Put a check mark if it shows similarity with your own traits. And number 3. Answer the question that follows. Write your answer in your activity notebook. Check the pictures as shown in the slide about inherited traits and answer the question. What are your inherited traits? Congrats for finishing the activities. Job well done, kids. Keep this in mind, that characteristics about you are called traits. Some traits from our father, some from our mother, and some are from both our mother and father. Some traits may not be observed from our parents, but this may come from our grandparents. Some examples of inherited traits in humans are face shape, eye shape and color, hair type and color, lip shape, ear size and shape, and skin color. This time, kids, let us check your understanding about this lesson by accomplishing the next activity. Directions. Carefully examine the statement. Identify whether each characteristic is inherited or not inherited by putting a check mark on the proper column. Do this in your activity notebook. Characteristics. Number 1. Brian likes to go hiking. Number 2. Stephanie has blonde hair. Number 3. Megan has monolid eyes. And number 4. James' favorite color is red. Don't forget to submit your answers to your science teacher. This time, share your final insights by completing the following sentence prompts. I have learned that I wish to ask my teacher about. To strengthen what you have learned in this video lesson, perform the following additional task. Write your answer in your activity notebook. The task is, take your family picture and determine the physical characteristics that you inherited from your parents. Your science teacher will collect your answer. To assess how far you've learned from this lesson, answer the next 10 questions. Directions. Identify what is being described or asked in each item. Write the letter of the correct answer in your activity notebook. Number 1. Offspring inherit their traits: A. From their father, B. From their mother, C. From both parents, D. By chance, they just happen. Number 2. Which of the following is not an inherited trait? A. Dimples, B. Favorite color, C. Hair color, D. Straight tongue. Number 3. Rocky is left-handed like his father. Why? A. Children grow to what they like. B. Children grow to be like their parents. C. Children grow to be like their godfather. D. Children grow to be like their classmates. Number 4. The way in which people differ from each other are by blank. A. Their traits, B. Their names, C. Where they live, D. Who their parents are. Number 5. Body parts such as attached earlobes are inherited. What does the word inherited mean? A. Learned, B. Never changing, C. Passed on from parents to offspring, D. Not able to adapt to different environments. Number 6. Based on the illustration below, how does a puppy develop into adult? A. It comes out of the body of its mother. B. It comes out from a young water animal. C. It is born alive by its mother. D. It is hatched from its mother's egg. Number 7. It is the passing on of some characteristics of parents to their children? A. Development, B. Growth, C. Health, D. Heredity. Number 8. Which of the characteristics are inherited? A. Ladybugs have spots, B. Fish have scales and fins, C. Giraffes are very tall, D. Dolphins can jump through hoops. Number 9. Rolly's mother is a good singer. His father can sing well also. Rolly can sing too because he inherits the singing voice of his A. Father, B. Friends, C. Mother, D. Parents. And number 10. Henry is a white cat and Nellie is a black cat. Henry and Nellie have 4 kittens, 1 black, 1 white, and 2 gray. Information for color is inherited. Which of the following statements are true? A. The gray kittens inherited their color from both parents. B. The black kitten inherited its color only from the mom. C. The white kitten inherited its color only from the dad. D. All 4 kittens inherited the color from both parents.
Congratulations, learners, for finishing the video lesson. I hope you enjoyed learning with me today. Remember, learning is fun with SCI-CONNECT.